Over the last 25 years, Geraldton farmer Darren Cobley has watched the range of herbicide groups available to him decline by 80% as resistance took hold among ryegrass populations on his farm. To counter the problem, he has used every available tool at his disposal: chemicals, sweep points on his seeder, livestock grazing, and the use of a chaff cart.
Weed numbers are lowering, but the weed numbers that the weeds that I've got left in the paddock are becoming more resistant. So basically, I'm keeping on top of my weeds, but they're becoming harder to kill.
The chaff cart has proved an effective tool in this battle, removing 95% of the weed seeds from his harvested crop each year. But new research from the Grains Research and Development Corporation and WA's Department of Agriculture and Food shows the machine is also minimising nutrient losses from his soils. The research found that chaff carts and windrow burning remove significant amounts of nutrients from the paddock in the form of lost crop residue. But in 2011, the value of nutrients removed by a chaff cart was measured at just $13 a hectare compared to $43 a hectare for windrow burning.
Farmers who windrow all of their residue that goes through the harvester, you're burning that, so you're losing 100%. We are losing about 20%, so basically 80% of the residue that goes through the harvester goes back out in the paddock.
Old model chaff carts could be difficult to use, but a series of modifications by Mr. Cobley has improved the handling of his machine and increased the amount of crop residue being retained in the paddock.
The old style of chaff cart was it was very unforgiving. Lots of people went into chaff carts and they sold them because it was too hard to keep them going. But we've changed it now to like a conveyor belt system, where basically the belt just sits underneath the sieves of the harvester, catches everything that comes off the sieves, and all the residue from the straw chopper gets spread out into the paddock. So basically you're retaining about 20% of what goes through the harvester into the chaff cart.
While an investment in a Harrington seed destructor would ensure both 100% of weed seed is destroyed and 100% of residue is retained, Mr. Cobley's chaff cart provides a valuable fringe benefit to his mixed farming operation.
Especially on a year like this year, it's safe. It drought-proofs my farm a little bit, where I've got thousands of tonnes of residue, which I can just use for livestock feed, for stock feed. So from my point of view, I'm happy with it. As I said, for other farmers, the seed destructor may be better. It just depends on the farmer, but basically they're both doing the same job.